Good morning children, how are you all? Hope all you are fine. And for class 5 children, today it is day 16 and I am going to continue the textual reading from the same lesson, that is lesson number 3, major landforms. Okay, lesson number 3, major landforms. First, plains. A plain is a flat and low lying land. A plain is a flat and low lying land surface. They are also called lowlands. They can be level or slightly hilly. The slope of the land is gentle. Plains may be formed by deposition of sand and silt by rivers, as in the case of the northern plains of India. Rivers carry sand and silt with them. When the rivers slow down, these materials are deposited on their banks. Plains are formed by these deposits. Okay. So, what are plains children? Plains are flat or and low lying land, flat or low lying land surface. Okay. So, it is also called lowlands. We call plains also as lowlands. Yes, they can be level or slightly hilly. Okay. So, plains are like level and slightly it is hilly. The slope of the land is gentile. Next up, plains formed by deposition of, how the plains are formed? By deposition of sand and silt. Okay, sand and silt by rivers. Okay, from where the silt is coming? The silt is coming from rivers. Okay, so as in the case of the northern plains of India, rivers carry sand and silt with them. Yes, in the northern plains we will see that sand, rocks, sand and silt is going to carry. Yes, so this silt is nothing but as alluvium. We call silt also as alluvium. Yes, so this is used for the in the farming. Yes, so this silt make the soil fertile. Okay, for the agricultural fields, this silt make the soil fertile. Underline the word silt. Yes, so next up, when the rivers slow down, these materials are deposited on their banks. Plains are formed by these deposits. Okay, by this plains are going to form. So, some plains are in the interior of continents, while some are near an sea coast. Plains are more thickly populated than mountains and plateaus. Okay. So, some plains are in the interior of continents, while some are near the sea coast. Plains are more thickly populated than mountains and plateaus. Importance: plains have fertile soil which is suitable for agriculture. Okay, so plains are having fertile soil that is suitable for agriculture. It means mostly in the plains we can grow agriculture. Yes, we can grow crops. Most ancient civilizations came up on the banks of the rivers on the plains. Yes, so many ancient civilizations are also came from the banks of rivers on the plains. Yes, next, most big cities and towns are located in the plains. Okay, cities and towns are also located in the plains. It is easier to construct roads, railways, aerodromes and canals in the plains. Okay, now next, deserts. Deserts are land areas that receive very little rainfall. Okay, so what is desert children? Desert is a sandy area. Okay, total the desert is covered with sand area. Deserts are land areas that receive very little rainfall. So there is very little rainfall. Okay, these areas have a dry climate. Okay, deserts have very hot days and cold nights. So in the daytime, in the desert, daytime is very hot and in the night time it is so cold. Frequent dust storms. Okay, frequent dust storms. Hills of sand called sand dunes. Little vegetation due to less rainfall. Most deserts are located on the western side of continents. Okay, mostly deserts are located in the western side of the continents, and on the leeward side of mountains. Some examples of deserts are the Sahara Desert and the Kalahari Desert. Okay, Sahara Desert and Kalahari Desert in Africa. Okay, the Sandy Desert and the Tara Desert, sorry, and the Great Victoria Desert in the Great Sandy Desert and the Great Victoria Desert in Australia, the Tara Desert and the Arabian Desert in Asia, the Atacama Desert and the Patagonia Desert in South America. So, some deserts, Kalahari, okay, Sahara, Kalahari Desert in Africa, Sandy Desert and Great Victoria Desert in Australia. These are the some desert names. Okay, Tara Desert and Arabian Desert in Asia, Atacama Desert and Patagonia Desert in South America. Okay, so next, rivers. Third landform is rivers. Rivers are natural channels that carry rainfall or water from melted ice and snow from mountains to plains, lakes and seas. Okay, rivers carry water. Okay, rivers are natural channels. Okay, so that carry rainwater or water from melted ice from mountains and snow from mountains to plains. Okay, plains to lakes and seas. At last, seas. These channels start a stream and join together to form a river. Okay, now from the place of the origin to its mouth, a river passes through 3 stages. Okay, so river has 3 stages from the place of the origin to its mouth. Yes, so first one is the upper or the young course. Okay, first one is the upper or the young course. Most rivers originate in the mountains. Most rivers originate in the mountains. Here the speed of the river is very fast. The river cuts a deep and narrow channel in the mountains. Some features of the upper course are canyons, waterfalls and rapids. Okay. Next, the middle or the mature course. The middle or the mature course. The middle course of the river begins when it leaves the mountains and enters the plains. Here the valley widens. At this stage, the speed of the water decreases and the river develops loops, which are called meanders. River Ganga, for example, has a meandering course between Prayagraj and Varanasi. Okay, next, the lower or the old course. In this lower course, the river joins a bigger water body such as a sea. In this course, the speed of the river is very slow. The river deposits the silt in carries near the mouth, forming a triangular shaped land called delta. So, the large delta in the world is formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers. Before they join Bay of Bengal, find out its names. Okay. So, this is about today's class, children. Hope all you will read and see you in the next class.